We'll all be mad. Coming up, we got some big recruiting news, including a 2027 wide receiver commitment that, ooh, mama, he is blazing fast. We'll discuss coming up next on Locked On Sooners.
You are Locked On Sooners, your daily podcast on the Oklahoma Sooners. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Once again, thanks for making Locked On Sooners your first listen every single day. Shout out to all the everydayers out there. Tune in and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. We're part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Jay, the Oklahoma Sooners got their first wide receiver commitment in the 2027 recruiting class from Demare Dezeurn out of California, 4-star wide receiver prospect, a top 100 prospect, according to some sites. Jay, this kid is good.
Yeah, he is good. 4-star on every single site. Top, like I said, top 100 player in the country by consensus and composite. ESPN really likes him. I think he's like in the top 70 with them or whatnot. And the kid's a blazer. That's the one thing you get. Now, size-wise, 5'10"-ish, probably 170 soaking wet. He's listed at 170, so he's probably only 170 soaking wet. But personal record, 10.32 in the 100, which can equate to, in your best time, around a 4.3-ish 40. So he's fast, and he's rated very highly, so that means that his ability to not only catch goes greatly with his ability to run. Plus, he played both sides of the ball. He's listed as an athlete. He played safety, corner, as well as wide receiver. And, John, I like what I see out of him because the comps I'm hearing, Hollywood Brown.
Yeah, I see Percy Harvin a little bit too. The way this kid runs with the ball in his hands, he's fast, but he's also got really good lateral agility. So he can play fast too. It's not just straight line speed where a lot of times the guys that run, have that track speed, have that 4.3 kind of speed, it's all very straight line. They don't have the ability to turn on a dime and keep that speed going. They don't have the ability to run routes with that kind of speed. Well, he does. He can stop quick. He's got good lateral agility. He can run several routes for you that are going to win. He's a jet sweep dynamo with the ball in his hands. He's fantastic in the return game. I mean, he makes his speed work. There are guys that are fast out there, but they don't play fast. He plays fast. He runs away from everybody at the high school level. And it's like on some of these punt returns, guys have angles, but he completely erases their angles because of how fast he is. And that's the thing that's crazy to me. It's like there are so many players in his highlights that have a shot, and then he just immediately says, no, you don't. And the other thing that I love about this kid, he plays with an edge. He's not a skill player that's just like trying to catch balls and look fancy. No, he's going to try and run through some guys too. There are times where like he kind of barely steps out of bounds and, the play is stopped. You could tell, but he's like still fighting for yardage, even though the play is dead. And a guy tries to push him. Well, he tries pushing him back. He's like, no, I'm not going to take anything from you. He's like, I might be 5'10", 170, but I play a lot bigger than 5'10", 170. And so I'm really excited about what Oklahoma has landed in this kid. Shout out to Brent Venables and Ben Arbuckle and Emmett Jones in particular, Jim Nagy for locking this up.
Yeah, this is a really good one. I mean, it's just going to add to this 27 class. We've got a lot of potential that's starting to brew in 27. You got the Luke Wilson commitment, the offensive lineman that came out of nowhere, Texas lineman that was great. And then you add this one. Like, he came and did a visit for this weekend, saw the Michigan game, saw what Ben Arbuckle was doing. It's like, oh, no, I want to be a part of that. I bet you that 7 catches for 101 yards by Deion Burks made him really think about, I can see myself doing exactly what Deion Burks is doing in this team. I mean, because you've got a plethora of different players still making plays, from Keontez Lewis to Isaiah Satania to Deion Burks, right? You've got a plethora of the wide receiver room really getting out there, and I bet he saw that and envisioned himself being a part of that as he developed. I mean, Satania, even with the muff punt, Satania looked good. That catch he made on the sideline, that they kind of bamboozled him, little hoodwinked him, took away his extra yards, but it's okay.
Yep.
We still scored our touchdown.
Yep.
But being able to do stuff like that, yeah, John, we know Emmett Jones was working it. Shout out to Stacey Ford, the director of recruiting, because he's from California. Remember, he was at UCLA. Yep. He was a big instrumental part of this because of relationship. But man, this 27 class, man, it's gonna start. Start building up, along with more players coming in 26.
Yeah, and the other big news from Tuesday on the recruiting trail, Peyton Houston, the 4-star quarterback who was supposed to commit on the 15th of September. Steve Wiltfong flipped that prediction. He had USC as his landing spot back in July. So did Sam Spiegelman, also of Rivals. Well, on Tuesday, those predictions flipped to your Oklahoma Sooners.
Really? So it sounds like a lot of people we had 3 people that decided to flip all this stuff over.
As well, yeah.
Yeah, you had a Spiegelman, you got who's that? Simmons, you got Wiltfong. They all looking and saying, you know what? I think Oklahoma's going to win this one. And the commitment happens on Monday. So Monday morning, there's a potential that Oklahoma could land their quarterback for the 27 class, in which Oklahoma's been heavy into Peyton Houston. I remember going to it was last year, not this summer, but the summer before, and seeing him throwing at the Venables camp, and everybody was hot. They were hyped about him in 2025. I'm like, okay, I watched him throw a few throws, and I said, okay, I think I like what I see. I see why everybody's excited about this kid. Then I heard he's from Louisiana. I'm like, oh yeah, we ain't getting him. Ain't no chance we getting him, dog. He's in Louisiana, and he's rated as a high 4-star right now. Come on now, there's no chance Oklahoma can land this. Well, I am definitely got not only my foot in my mouth eating some crow, but at the same time did not realize that there was a top quarterback at Baton Rouge, literally in Baton Rouge, going to the LSU high school, they call it. It's like right on basically on campus. It's really weird. But you got him, and then you've got little Nussmeier, Colton Nussmeier, which is Garrett Nussmeier's little brother in Texas, who right now is predicted to end up at LSU. They weren't taking 2 quarterbacks, so that, to me, they're going to probably end up with Lil Nussmeier. The local kid's not going to go there, but we can bring in Peyton Houston and do some special stuff.
Yeah, and our guys like, Parker Thune, Brandon Drum, they've been on this one for a long time. Back in June of 2024, Parker Thune issued a future cast for Oklahoma to land Peyton Houston. And then a year later, Drum dropped his. And they've, even when I've reached out to them after, predictions flipped, and they're like, I'm still feeling really good about Oklahoma in this recruitment. So who knows where it all ends up, because the kid's got big time Power 4 offers from across the country. He could go anywhere and play, but it sounds like at this moment, Oklahoma is going to be the landing spot. We'll see where it lands next Monday when he makes his decision. We'll discuss it here on Locked On Sooners. And that's going to do it for today's episode. So make sure you follow and subscribe to the show wherever you get your podcasts. We're free and available on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to let you know when new episodes drop. Follow Jay at Unfair Sports. Go check out his channel, Unfair Sports, on YouTube. You can also read my work covering the Sooners over at SoonersWire.com. The show is at Locked On Sooners on all of your favorite social media platforms. But until next time, he's Jay Smith. I'm John Williams. We'll talk to you then. Boomer.
Sooner.
There's only one. Oklahoma.
Wait.